It is Tuesday, the 1st of April, 2025. My name is Pigeon Rose, and this is my song of the day. It's April Fool's. I stated before that I don't really care about April Fool's. I think pranks are dumb and mean, and I don't like being mean to people. It's one of those very neurodivergent, probably specifically autistic things about me. It's just like, I do not feel good about pranks. Like, I don't mind like giving someone a bit of a jump scare or like, I don't know, like hiding something of theirs briefly, but like some April Fool's pranks are just ridiculous. Anything that people are like, oh, it's just a prank. It's like, no, if it upsets someone, it upsets someone. That's not a prank. Anyway, we're not getting out of that tangent. I considered doing a lot of things for April Fool's. I considered doing like a song I expressly didn't like and give it a review like in my usual style, but like just being like, oh my god, I hate this so much, which I still like the idea of. I also considered doing like saying I was going to do one song and then the link in the description being to Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley, of course. But no, I decided instead to just do a funny song, a satirical song, because I feel like if anyone understands the spirit of April Fool's, it is Weird Al Yankovic. I don't know that I've talked about Weird Al on this show. Well, I have actually, I think, when I've talked about like songs that he has parodied, right? But I've not talked about one of his songs before because I feel like with comedies, I mean, it's like I was saying with Poisoning Pigeons in the Park, there's not much to talk about except for just explaining the jokes, But this song in particular, I really wanted to talk about, and it's not a parody of a particular song, it's a parody of a genre of song, which usually ends up being a more interesting original song for Weird Al. And that song is Don't Download This Song. There is an animated music video that I would encourage you to watch, but this song still has its effect without it. So let's go listen to it now and then come back in a few minutes and talk about it. And that was Don't Download This Song by Weird Al Yankovic. Weirdly, this is one of his songs that just enters my head so often. Partially it's because it references Lars Ulrich, and I listen to a lot of Metallica. But, so as I'm sure you gathered from listening to it, the song is a parody of charity singles like We Are the World, where you have a bunch of celebrities singing about some important cause. And it always comes off as very cheesy and cloying, right? And this song is intentionally, trying to get that emotional response out of you, but covering something as innocuous as music piracy. This song was hilarious in 2006, never mind 2025, 19 years later. Like, there was a whole debate back in the day about music piracy and what should be the punishment, and some people took it really seriously. And nowadays, fucking no one pirates music because they have music streaming. But, like, it was just this repeated thing over and over again of record labels trying to stop people from stealing stuff, and it never worked. And Al himself, I have a quote from him, actually, hold on. He was asked about his own feelings on file sharing, and he said, I have very mixed feelings about it. On one hand, I'm concerned that the rampant downloading of my copyright protected material over the internet is severely eating into my album sales and having a decidedly adverse effect on my career. On the other hand, I can get all Metallica songs I want for free. Wow! Which is such an Al answer to give. But yeah, he seems to have said over the years that like he doesn't really care about piracy so much. He more gets annoyed that things are shared. I mean, this happened all the time with like LimeWire and stuff, where anything that was a comedy song or a parody song would be credited to Weird Al Yankovic, and so many of them weren't by him, which is first of all just not crediting the creator, but also there would be stuff that he wouldn't do because he wouldn't do songs that were so sexual or offensive. Right, and he hated that file sharing things would associate that with him. So it's fair that he would be annoyed by that. But the actual piracy, I don't think he was too hard done by about that, So let's go through the lyrics here. Once in a while, maybe you will feel the urge to break international copyright law by downloading MP3s from file sharing sites like Morpheus or Grokster or LimeWire or Kazaa. But deep in your heart, you know the guilt would drive you mad and the shame would leave a permanent scar, because you start out stealing songs, then you're robbing liquor stores and selling crack and running over school kids with your car. So don't download this song. The record store is where you belong. Go and buy the CD like you know that you should. Oh, don't download this song. So right out the gate, he says that you'll feel the urge to break international copyright law, which is not a thing. There's no such thing as international copyright law. Different countries have different copyright laws. So there is international copyright laws, but there's not one law governing all copyright internationally. And he says, by downloading MP3s from file sharing sites like Morpheus or Grokster or LimeWire or Kazaa. He just lists 4 sites that you can use, or least you could use at the time, to download these songs. And I used to use LimeWire myself. Ironically, this is the hilarious thing, right? When this song was released, Al made it like available for free download, so you couldn't even buy it. Like, you could just download the song for free, which is hilarious because it's don't download the song. But what's even funnier is that this album is the only album I actually own physically. I have the CD because my parents got it for me for Christmas in 2006. I have it on video, in fact. But oh man, is this where? No, I'm not going to put a childhood video of me in here, but I do have a video of me singing Virus Alert. But anyway, but this is the only album of Weird Al's that I own physically, and therefore legally, because I downloaded the rest on, I think, uTorrent. I think I had moved past using LimeWire at that point, but it's very funny to me. Also, hilariously, MTV asked him to censor this song specifically because they didn't want the names of the file sharing sites to be audible, so he bleeped them out really loud to make the point that he was being censored against his will. Anyway, deep in your heart, you know the guilt would drive you mad and the shame would leave a permanent scar. You know, just hammering this in as if it's the worst crime in the world, because you start out stealing songs and you're robbing liquor stores. It's such a funny slippery slope narrative he gets in here, like stealing songs, going to robbing liquor stores, selling crack, and running over school kids with your car. It's so good. And then the chorus is pretty self-explanatory. And then, oh, you don't want to mess with the RIAA. They'll sue you if you burn that CDR. It doesn't matter if you're a grandma or a 7-year-old girl. They'll treat you like the evil, hard-bitten criminal scum you are. So don't download this song. Don't go pirating music all day long. Go and buy the CD like you know that you should. Oh, don't download this song. So the RIAA is the Recording Industry Association of America. They represent record labels and they're in charge of enforcing copyright. And they have been known to sue people over music piracy, hilariously. They'll sue you if you burn that CDR. It doesn't matter if you're a grandma. So there's two cases this could be referencing. The RIAA sued Sarah Seabury Ward, who is a 66-year-old man, for allegedly sharing gangster rap, which is hilarious. And then the other case I might be referencing is when in 2005 the RIAA sued an 83-year-old woman named Gertrude Walton, who had been dead for 2 months. So, you know, these things happen. And then the reference to a 7-year-old girl is likely referencing Kylie Anderson, who was 7 or 8, and the RIAA tried to shake her down for like the money of to pay for this illegal downloading by like posing as a family member over the phone. It's wild shit. And then, yeah, they'll treat you like the evil, hard-bitten criminal scum you are. It's my favorite line of the whole thing because it's so venomous. That's all just about music piracy. So then the chorus again, and then the bridge is, don't take away money from artists just like me. How else can I afford another solid gold Humvee and diamond-studded swimming pools? These things don't grow on trees. So all I ask is everybody, please, don't download this song. Don't do it, no. Even Lars Ulrich knows it's wrong. You can just ask him. Go and buy the CD like you know that you should. Oh, don't download this song. Don't download the song. Oh, please don't you do it, or you might wind up in jail like Tommy Chong. Remember Tommy? Go and buy the CD right now like you know that you should. Go out and buy it. Oh, don't download this song. Don't download the song. No. Or you'll burn in hell before too long, and you deserve it. Go and buy the CD. Just buy it like you know that you should, you cheap bastard. Notably, one of the few times the Weird Al is sworn in his work, but it's like in the fade out, so you can barely hear it. You cheap bastard. But yeah, the bridge is very funny. He's making a joke about how much money artists actually lose from piracy. You know, how else can I afford another solid gold Humvee? It's very good. And then don't download the song. Even Lars Ulrich knows it's wrong. Lars Ulrich and Metallica as a whole, but Lars was famous for it. Famously tried to take down Napster, and it's a whole thing. He's become inextricably linked with it now. People still make fun of Lars Ulrich for trying to take down online piracy. And also, the little parenthetical of you can just ask him is funny because you didn't need to ask him. He brought it up at every fucking opportunity. And then you might wind up in jail like Tommy Chong. Tommy Chong went to jail for 9 months for distributing drug paraphernalia, which is to say bongs. So that's funny. I don't know why he's referenced here, but here we are. And then you'll burn in hell before too long. Yeah, it's so funny. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this song. Kicking April off with a classic of comedy, Weird Al Yankovic himself. Unfortunately, the only Weird Al song I'm talking about in this show. If I had more time, I'd maybe talk about Jurassic Park because I have a weird fondness for MacArthur Park because of Jurassic Park. So here we are. And also The Simpsons. La, 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 la. So that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. Please hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell other people about this show. Thank you so much for listening. And I will talk to you tomorrow.
Break it down.
But this song in particular, I really wanted to talk about. I thought a petardy. Petardy? Hey everyone, listen up, your attention if you please.